All right. So
Hang.
what do I do?
Okay, so being married to a man.
Okay.
Hang, babe. Hey, go on.
What? Make me look good.
Yeah, but you gotta
Push
answer
me.
the question, honey.
I can't.
You need to answer the question.
I can't answer it while I'm doing this.
Yes, you can.
No, there's no way. What did you ask me?
You've never watched an episode? Being married to a man. Like, what's something
Being
that
married to a man.
surprised you about
Oh my
being married?
goodness, being married to a man. It's like you guys have a whole other spectrum of hygiene. Like I think I knew this, but no, man.
What surprised you though? I mean,
Like-
yeah, the hygiene, right? Right.
So first of all, Bruce works in the gym and he does kickboxing and UFC, so he's barefooted all the time. Like, why do I need to remind you to wash your feet before you come into the bed? We're into year 2 and we're still remembering to...
Go watch me do them pull up there.
What's up with the story, guys? Like, I don't know. When I get into the bathroom and it's just like clean, it's like my sanctuary. And when I move in there, it just smells like a boys' bathroom in high school. I'm like, what is happening? What is going on? Right? And so he's learned to put the toilet seat down. So thank God. But we really have, to put some systems in place. And what surprised me about being married
Growing
to a
up,
man?
you want me to guide you a little bit? Growing up, princess, oh my gosh, it's romantic movies. You get married now and it's just like, wow.
So I heard you having a conversation with some of the guys in preparation for the podcast, and they were just like, oh, men are just simple, dumb. I give you an example.
Keep going again.
When Bruce and I were dating or courting, I dropped so many hints on Instagram. Like I showed him all of like how to get engaged and how, look at this girl, how she did, they went in a helicopter and they were surprised. And babe, one time I went skydiving and I was coming down.
It's so pretty.
Thanks. One day I was skydiving and there was this whole big thing with this proposal to this girl, and when she came down from the hot air balloon or the parachute, the man was waiting with her with a ring. And my proposal, guys, was like, what did you do?
So the thing about romance, I guess I thought I was romantic. I was definitely more romantic when we were dating.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Like, for my birthday, you'd surprise me around the house with all of these gifts everywhere.
I did.
And then for my engagement.
The thing is, it didn't go the way that I want. And I spoke about it on the 5th episode of season 1, where I pretty much planned this day where we were supposed to reenact all of our first outings. So we're supposed to go to the beach, we're supposed to, and then we're supposed to have dinner, like vlog everything. And then my cameraman got sick. And he couldn't be around, and then the girls had a party, and so we ended up reaching the place late. So when I got to the whole thing, because I wanted to catch the beach sunset and then propose there, but we got there when it was pitch black at night, and then and I had the ring, but I'm like, Jano, because there are people like full on, we're talking, I'm like, how are you today? Like, oh my gosh, like I'm
Guys,
so amazed. And he just
it was behind the rocks in Palisades.
In the background, and there are
pitch
people,
black. I'm like, where is he taking me? I'm just like, why are we? I wouldn't even want to go to the beach like in the middle of midnight. And then it didn't have even like the ring box with like the cute little light and everything. It was just like a regular, ordinary box.
Let's just
and
say,
I am a fairy tale girl. I am a hopeless romantic. So I am just like,
what I do.
Oh, this is so great.
Take this
I'm engaged, yay!
Take these up. But anyways, it was just not what I planned. And she was like, why didn't you do it on CVM? I'm just like, and then you go say no on live TV? Heck,
like,
no,
I'm just like, there's
that.
so many ways that you could have done it to somebody like me.
So the romanticism pretty much is what surprised you. Thought I'd be more romantic.
Yeah.
You thought there was a different hygiene or whatever. And I mean, the thing is, the two of us...
How much are we doing?
Let's do 10. And then the thing about it, you're considered, well, you're a traditional woman. You're conservative, so you heavily believe in gender roles, which is one of the things that attracted me to you. So you want to just expound on that, like the man, protector, provider, priest, like expound.
I think because I had gone 10 years
You can call.
as
You can curl
a
and talk.
single mom, no, I cannot. You believe in me.
Yes, I do. That's my job.
Babe.
Yeah, go on, Carl.
I'd gone 10 years as a single mom. So this is me doing everything on my own. This is, being logistics, mother, caretaker, all the things. And so by the time I had the opportunity to get married again.
Keep it.
Oh,
Go on,
oh, that's what you're doing? Helping me or taking it from me?
No, may I help you?
I can't.
So?
just don't put me back on your podcast, because I can't do this.
Yeah, I have to pay another $50,000.
Right. My brain, I can't multitask like this.
But this is what makes it fun. Baby,
So,
you relax. You're amazing.
so by the time I got married, I was just like, yeah, let's do traditional roles. And then he would just open the door for me. I've never had to touch a car door again.
Never missed a door.
So that's been the most spectacular thing. And I love that he's consistent. There's just one time when he was upset with me and he didn't do it. And I was like, you need to be married even when it's hard. Like, that's when it's most important. And then he's never, like, no matter how livid we are, we've had a big, disagreement, like, he religiously opens the door no matter what. And I think
the car. I love you.
I think that matters to me, and I really appreciate that. And I like that you just handle different things like the finances and the heavyweight things, and I can just have a more laid back life. And it's just been so restful knowing that I always know how I'm going to eat. Yeah. I always know that I'm going to live somewhere, and I can have full faith in you. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to try to run down an independent woman and a feminism now, sir.
So we go fly.
Okay.
This way. Are you looking at my eye then?
Fly where we're going? Italy?
Yeah?
That's the only fly I want to fly.
Okay, so you see, having a wife, guys, is very expensive. You, as the provider of the home, have to make sure all of her dreams come true. Sometimes you have to rush those dreams to come true, so you don't necessarily have to hear about it so much. And then you can experience that fun for yourself as well. Because one of the things that I'll even say is that when we went to like counseling and stuff, like one of the things that was just one thing that was said is that me personally, just based on my personality.
Which camera are we looking at? Because I'm looking at you guys, I'm looking at...
Yeah, so either these two, but angle kind of more, yeah.
Okay, great. So one of the things that, one of the things that we had to really just spirit out in counseling, I say spirit out, I don't say flesh out because we walk by spirit. But she was going to be somebody that taught me how to have fun. We've had podcasts before we talk about, it's a man, it's in us to work. We feel good when we accomplish something and we're going after. There's also the hustle mentality and the grind mentality that we talked about. But so that was just me, grind, and she actually helped me to slow down. So like I had not flown out since 2019, and then now it's like every 4 months, 5 months.
Yeah, man, he had to get his visa right away.
Yeah, because I was like, when am I going to fly out again? I'm here just trying to be a millionaire and just build up my thing.
The difficult part for me was I had gotten used to certain things being single. Like I would travel, and I remember having told myself I'm going to do 2 new countries every year. And so when I got married to Bruce, it's like, I don't know if you understood what you've taken on.
Look on my muscle them when you
I already?
Just look on them, man.
Okay.
Go on, talk now.
Okay. They're so sexy.
Thank
I
you.
love them. You look so hot.
We'll go on later.
You guys, I'm ADHD. I don't know where we are. I'm self-diagnosed. I'm just all over the place. But run with it. One thing, I think I had prepared when I got married, and I remember thinking, one rule I'd have for myself is never to deny my husband sex. I just remembered thinking I would never say no, even if I'm tired and like, boy, just take it. Like I just remembered like committing to that when I got married, because I knew how important it was to men. Mm-hmm. Right?
How many times am I gonna tell you how pretty you are? You're beautiful.
You just because I said that?
No.
But yeah, so Bruce is a working out man, and he's a strong man. So
when you work out, guys,
prepare, me think,
you're gonna have more testosterone.
Maybe like a few days. No, I'm there.
And you just have to, that thing.
Yeah.
That thing.
It lasts. It's still there, but I just,
It's still going.
And just.
Is it me? As long as I work out.
Just say you're committed, girl. No, but it's fun, and I think because we're such good friends, and I've never felt. I think what I loved about Bruce is that I'd never felt so free to be myself. He loved me when I was at the biggest. I think I was the heaviest in my life, and I would have considered myself like the most insecure I'd ever been. And I think just all my insecurities fled. And I mean, you're not God, but I think it really helps when you have someone that loves you so unconditionally, and you just have this liberty and freedom to just be yourself in intimacy, in every other way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What we doing again? 10 again?
I'm gonna shoulder press this one, eh? This way. Mm-hmm. Right. So this workout is very hard. But what keeps you going on hard days? Because our marriage is not perfect, But we're growing individuals, and because we are growing individuals, I have to learn you. You have to learn me. different seasons past, the two of us got through different things, even experiencing like different traumas while we are trying to grow as one flesh and in a unit. So what keeps you going on those hard days?
What keeps me going on a hard day with Bruce? I think just my commitment to not failing. Like I've done it before, and I just remembered. So I've been married before, guys, and I remembered thinking,
It failed.
if I left this, I'm going to be so free and everything is going to be great. I'm going to leave this toxicity and this really hard life, and I'm going to just be free, and there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. And hate to tell you this, but it's almost like you choose the pain here or there, because it was just lonely. You're a single woman, attractive single woman in the world. Those things are things that you're, difficulties. You probably want to have more children, and so the weight of that decision did not
Inspire.
Yeah, it never like did anything to, so I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't easier one way or another. So I told myself I would be wiser when I got married. I wanted somebody who I saw that was committed, because there were guys when we were dating that were interested, and
All losers.
all losers. But I found the difference with Bruce is that he was committed right off the bat. I had
One
2
winner.
daughters, and as a single mom, and it didn't faze him. So that was a telltale sign that he wanted to jump in, and he was serious. I remember coming to the gym when I wanted to find a place to work out, and he would just play Christian music. Didn't care who was in here, which celebrity, which heathen, and he just owned his faith. And we'd pray together after the gym, and I think that really spoke volumes to me.
Spoke volumes to me, yeah.
And so I think when I forget in the hardest times, I know the man he is. And he is, when I see how he'll look for counsel, like if we have an uncertainty, he's going to go on the phone and call a guy friend. He's going to seek counsel. I mean, you don't run far from any man like that, So the core things that he's anchored in, I am secure in. And then all the other little squabbles, like who didn't wash the dishes, and who spends more money, and who doesn't have a budget.
Her.
I think those are...
And her.
Those are trivial-ish. I mean, it's hard, but I think I just always go back in my head to why. Yeah?
I mean, just coming from a divorced home,
Oh, yeah.
I did not want to... Shoulder press again.
Okay.
I did not want to make those mistakes again. I didn't want my potential children to be in a divorced home either. And I mean, there are certain people that, because we're moving so quickly, didn't agree. And we kind of got a little bit we were just very confused by it. Like, we just thought people just be happy for us. But considering that, I'm not gonna lie, but there's an element of me that definitely wants to prove them wrong. I do love you wholeheartedly, and I would have definitely moved forward with my marriage anyways. Mm-hmm. But there's one thing that our friend Shandon Dwight was saying, and they said it to me, was that because of my profession, they felt like that transcended into my spirit, to where if there is something hard, I'm going to accomplish, and I'm going to do it.
For real, I never match it up about marry a fighter. You see that any man that can go in that ring and like get popped up with their face and their eyes black and blue,
still go forward.
Their fight, like Bruce will fight for our love till the nth degree.
Yeah.
He just is, and it's like this fierce thing inside him that has to win. I think that's true still.
Yeah, that's why I don't believe in it when man say, yo, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm like, if you're a lover, you have to be a fighter, because if you don't, love is something that you have to fight for, because we understand through God, love isn't a feeling. So because your feelings are very flighty, and we're not going to feel that bliss all the time. We always go love you and thing, but we're not going to feel that bliss all the time. But for the most part, it's a decision, and that decision that I make to love you every single day, that is when I'm irritated and I'm just like, I'm going to this place, what do you want to eat? Yeah, and then I'm going to do this, and do you need anything else? Okay, thank you. Can you meet me at the door? And the fact that you're like, come out of the door, you need help with anything? And then we just walk one side, and you watch Beast Games?
Want to watch Beast Games? I'm done.
And then let's just...
I love Mr. Beast.
Yeah. And
my gosh, I have to wait till next Wednesday for the next episode.
And shameless plug. But then, just in the midst, for you to be like, pause it. This was my problem. And so. I'm like, well, I didn't know that. So you just didn't know? No. Genuinely, I don't aim to hurt you. I'm sorry. Okay, fine. I guess we're good then. Okay, we're good. you know. But yeah.
I mean,
It's not so simple. Yeah, it's not so simple. But to paraphrase, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of everything. Just a word of encouragement for anybody that has any the misunderstandings about what marriage really is, what about it is false, true, and anything that people should know. What would you say? In light of everything that we just said.
You have this idea of who this man you're going to be with, how he looks, how he sounds, what he works, what he drives.
How romantic he's going to be.
And I think...
Baby, look on this, look on that. Watch that one.
And they're going to want you to look at him like he's a child. Like, yay, good job, how nice. This is great. I'm so proud of you. It's so impressive.
All right, cool.
Yeah, praise. Yeah, a joke. That was good. That was serious. No, but so, and I think God knew me because I am like his secretary. I'm his first hand. I'm like, you don't see that person. What do you think about that? And I think he had to catch me completely off guard with Bruce. Like, I would not have seen him coming. He had to make him this barefoot, run around man with holes in his shirt, like John the Baptist. And I would never have seen him. And I think... but because I think God knew that I had spiritual eyes, I was able to see when he spoke to me, or I could see the Jesus in him. I saw how Christ saw him. And then over time, he grew on me, and I just think he's the most handsome man. I think he's the sexiest man alive, and all that good stuff. But that came after. I think...
Because the thing is, even just about
the my question.
Shirt,
and I believe in like commitment. Commitment is key. Like if you don't know how to commit, I think we've been taught nowadays that you will have this soft life and women are looking for the soft life and the wig them cost 100,000 and Okay, I gave him a budget because I had to look decent to come on this podcast. However, it's definitely this narrative that is sold is such a lie. Like you have to be willing to have stick-to-itiveness and commitment to what you've decided to do. And you know, above all things, I think there's love, I think there's friendship, and I think those things help. But, you know what? And I said, you know, marriage is partaking in Christ loving the church. We are all so different as people. Which camera am I supposed to be looking at? That one? We're all so different as people, but God loves us regardless. Some of us are harder to love than others. And sometimes we get into marriage and the person that you're with is either harder to love or not. But then what would it be like for you to partake in how God loves us? So I have to love this man like how Christ, well, you have to love me like Christ of the church. But I think we partake in that level of commitment. So I think it's such a joy and remembering that Christ is the third party in our marriage.
But yeah, that's it for the As a Man podcast. We will see you on episode